Today is September 18th, and this morning they gave me a tongue bite. So when I'm sleeping, they'll pull out my tongue and they will make sure that I bite down my tongue. So basically, they are moving my jaws without my will. Okay, I've said this so many times before, and the tongue bite they gave me today was very minor, but in the sense only left side of my tongue, that is what I felt. Okay, and so they wanted to make usually they do it if something has happened just the previous night usually. So what had happened previous night? Oh, so yesterday was a very gloomy day. I was feeling very cold and all that, and I was just a little down, and I just was feeling to have something, like Asian for dinner, so we just thought to do a little takeout that we have. There's a takeout restaurant here. So yeah, these people wanted to make it, and I told you so many times, like even before, especially in 2016, 17, 18, whenever we used to go out, especially from home, if we go out to dine, then these people used to make issues. Oh, why you're going out to dine from home? Okay, so I shouldn't do that. So then they used to have all kind of cars parked exactly in either my subdivision or in my neighborhood or in the parking lot of that restaurant. Okay, and they will keep their headlights on, or or they will be parked in such a way, like either in the middle lane, when you're going, there's nobody in your neighborhood at like 7 o'clock or whatever. Even when I come back, like there'll be nobody, but the car is just with their headlights on. It's just standing there, or it will be on the side of the road, all that. So that was gang stalking going on back then. Now what they do is, they just placed, and now I told you, ever since I started to post about Maui fires and directed energy weapons usage, the videos that I made, and I started to post it on Twitter and YouTube everywhere, exposing that how government is using directed energy weapons on people and on me. I was also exposing ex-FBI agent Jural Sosby along with him, along with all these. So he had a website on which he had mentioned every single thing about my targeting and torture. So basically, he was like my stalker. So he actually deleted that website, and also all the cockroaches that were coming in my kitchen area, my sink area, from the sink, it will go to the my washed utensils or the drying mat that was washed, or on the countertops, like in near the sink area. It will keep doing all this, or it will be usually on the dishwasher area, but only at a particular time to dictate me some, if there was something wrong. It just wouldn't appear like every single day, just randomly. No, only when it wanted to make issues. And usually these people want to make issue almost every day about every single moment, right? So that cockroach that was appearing completely, past, ever since August 20. Today is what, was it August 20? Yeah, August 22 is September 18th, almost now a month. I have not seen this cockroach activity in that area. Okay, and only yesterday suddenly there was a cockroach only in the, when I opened the dishwasher, right, like when my hubby went to get the takeout dinner. He went to the restaurant, but I was at home, so I was just loading the dishwasher, loading all the plates back in their, in the cabinets. The moment I opened the door, there was a cockroach there, and the cockroach went back in. There's like a little hole, it went in there, like inside the dishwasher. So I knew that they wanted to make issue about, oh, why you're having this dinner, Asian dinner. They always want to make issue about something, then only these roaches will come. The same thing happened right now. So even after dinner, now my hubby, he wanted to watch movie, and in fact he asked me like what movie I want to watch, and we were supposed to watch movie together. And just because my in-laws, she has like particular taste, so I'm like, you start this particular movie, she will like it. So while they were watching movie and he wanted popcorn, so I was making popcorn, right? So at first bag of popcorn, it kind of burned, so I put that away, and I did the other bag of popcorn, and that turned out perfect, like I did for a lesser time, in the microwave. And then I asked my hubby if he wants more, because like it was very small bag, and my mother-in-law and like my hubby, they were sharing. So he was having like a bowl of popcorn. I don't. He wanted more, so I'm like, okay, I'll just put some more. While I'm doing it, while it's running, they immediately gave me like how you get like a splinter or something in your skin, and how it kind of hurts, okay, is some kind of similar feeling that they did in my anus. They did it in my anus. Like, see, with directed energy weapons they can do it, but I'm telling you, I'm not only being targeted via directed energy weapons and microwave weapons, but I'm also being directed via witchcraft, voodoo, black magic, whatever you want to call. So immediately these people gave me this thing, and I knew it was artificial or artificially induced, because that's not normal. They wanted to make issue about popcorn. I knew it. So immediately, now also, as I'm talking about popcorn, they are giving me pain in my anus right now as I'm speaking. So that the splinter kind of thing that they did before, the what I experienced wasn't something normal. It's they who did it. This is your confirmation. Then, so I have so much problem, like like sometimes you have that itchiness feeling, right? And I want to like get rid of whatever that thing was, because if they can make all these insects appear, okay, out of nowhere, they are coming literally from these interdimensional energies, right? They are coming into our dimension. And so anyway, so I told you so many times they have put the stones in my mouth. Even when I'm cooking, I'm not eating anything, but they want to make issue about something that I'm cooking. Say it's, I told you just 2 days ago when it was, I felt like something was, the food pieces, like some of them, they were burned, like I took it out, but some I didn't take it out. So immediately they placed the stone in my mouth. And I could feel it. I kind of chewed it, but then it disappears too, okay? It's not I swallowed it, it literally disappeared. So it can appear and it can disappear too. I told you how many times they've disappeared my gold stuff, my diamonds, my gold, everything, they've disappeared. But not randomly, only it has to do with if my in-law says something about it and they want to react to it to make me feel humiliate, guilt. Is the same programming, right? So the second, and so what happened, like I had to scratch it, so I made sure I scratched it with my left hand, and I knew my right hand was still good, and I'm wearing gloves, okay? And so I grabbed the bag with the right hand, and I kind of opened it, and I'm not touching the popcorn or anything, and I dispensed it in the bowl. But these people were waiting, literally waiting, that the moment I touch the bag, like they will do something about it. I thought that they will maybe give me electric shock or something, but guess what? So here is the microwave. Imagine this is a microwave. I have to go. This is the sofa. So that's a microwave right here, cheap implants. Say this is a microwave, and my hubby's sitting where this is wirelessly, like there's a couch here. So the moment I grab the bag and I go here, there's a big millipede, not a centipede, big millipede just crawling this way, right? It will always be in my path, okay? And now they are giving me electric shock. You see, and this is exactly what these people continuously humiliate, torture. First, they themselves do the anus thing. Okay, then it's really like itching, like the sphincter, how it hurts. It literally something started hurting me, and immediately, and then by the time the popcorn was done, but I made sure that I don't touch any of the popcorn part, and I threw over the bag. So yeah, but still they wanted to make issue because I grabbed the bowl, which I grabbed it with my right hand, but still these people wanted to make issue about it, right? Because doesn't matter. So here I'm supposed to watch movie right now. They are watching movie, and then I had to come here to make this video. So now I cannot even have like quality time with my hubby right now, okay? And my hubby got up. He took this the insect killer and killed that insect, and wasted 2 paper towels and all that. And then he was upset at me because I was telling these people truth, because my mother-in-law goes, there's like some our goddess is there. I'm like, what goddess? See the amount of superstition these people have. They don't know that the witchcraft is going on. They do every single thing in the form of synchronizations and super interrogation. And right now, all my loose energy is being given to the reptilians and greys. But I wanted to share this website also. especially for these Maui people, Maui residents, okay, who had this directed energy weapons attack and their houses got burned. So, especially for them, inputs for psychological dynamics conducive to torture and ill treatment report. Kindly request confidentiality of my report. Dear Sir, Madam, now this is available online. Okay, I pulled it up from online. The website is called ohchr.org, and now they are starting to give me electric shock, okay, because they don't want their little secrets coming out. Okay, so this is an urgent public interest petition to stop the illegal and unauthorized abuses of advanced military grade weapons that are being used for torture programs. Torture comprises of mind reading. I've been saying continuously in all my videos, mind reading is being done with me. Mind control is being done. This is how they try to control me. Oh, you don't do this. You don't touch that. Oh, hygiene, 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 right? Oh, you don't serve this, you don't wear this, you don't go out here, you don't you have to be a slave, you cook at home, that's mind control. Slavery programming, humiliation, same thing. So torture comprises of central nervous system control. I told you they can move my jaws, they can move my hands. I'm telling all these things that I'm not doing it. I can tell the difference between induced and all that. They are giving me induced dreams for past 8 years, ever since 2014, ever since this Jehovah's Witnesses who were Satanists who came to my house for 2 straight years, ever since all these virtual reality dreams has started, and I am not even getting enough proper sleep for past 2014-15 onwards, and this is what 2023. So all these years I haven't had a sound sleep, and you can imagine how much I've said in my previous videos that I get up with drained energy and all that, and a lot of it that will carry on for the entire day. So I cannot even feel down. Oh, you feeling down, you don't want to cook, you want to eat something from outside, you feeling cold. Oh, no, then we're gonna put a cockroach in your dishwasher, and then we're gonna give you bite also, because whatever my hubby ordered, it wasn't enough. I had to drink milk and have some other kind of food to supplement myself and all that. And I knew next day I had to go to for my blood report and all that, so I had to fast and all that. So I'm like, okay, let me fill myself up a little bit. So anyways, people wanted to make issues, so they gave me a tongue bite. So yeah, this is what they do. Central nervous system control 24/7, anywhere tracking. I told you, even I go out anywhere, like this is how they will do gang stalking. Organized gang stalking. See, organized gang stalking. I told you the way when I was coming home today after I went to the doctor for this blood report. I came home and I knew that there will be a car, or else how did I know there will be car right in the middle lane? Okay, they put that car at that particular spot so many times. But for the past so many months, actually, I've been doing grocery shopping, and we go out that route for so many other times also with my family. But I've never seen any parked car like that, but they do it at a particular time, and I knew today they will do it. Why? Oh, because the way I peed, I knew they wanted to make issue about it, so they made it. It doesn't matter anything. They want to make issue, they'll make it. Organized gang stalking, voice to skull technology. This is what they did with Myron May. Okay, these people don't want to speak. When I post it on Twitter, people don't want to speak up, but then they will when it will be on Fox News and CNN News. Oh, look, there was this guy Myron May who went into the Florida school and started shooting all the children. Then they want to, oh, look how stupid he was, how mental he was, how this, but when he was telling on YouTube that this is how they are doing V2K, just the same humiliation they do with me. He went to some bathroom at night and he didn't wash his hands, and he was immediately given V2K. Look how disgusting your hands are, how disgusting your hands are. I'm telling you, this is exactly how they do hygienic programming with me. That is exactly what they did today with the popcorn thing. First they themselves placed something sphincter kind of thing in my anus, and then I had to do something like right away to get that thing off. And with the left hand I used it, and by the time popcorn was done, I used my right hand, but still they want to make issue about it. And so they immediately placed that long, it was such a long millipede, it was just crawling this way right in my path. Like this is 4,000 square feet home that I live in. all these cockroach activity, millipedes, centipedes, spiders, all these activities started only after Jehovah's Witnesses started to come to my house, or else I never had these kind of weird insect activities. Yeah, I had insects, but they will stay, or most of them used to stay only in the edges of the, or the corners of the room. Okay, they never came climbing up the ceilings or on the bed or on the sofa, or in my path, exactly in my path where I want to do stuff. No, this is all part of dictation. You do this, you don't do that, same. Then physical injury, harassment, directed energy weapons. Okay, this is for Maui. I'm telling you, if they are using it on us, they have damaged my right eardrum by giving me continuous eardrum pull, eardrum pull, eardrum pull. And sometimes, like today, for example, I had a packet, right? I was just taking it out like this, I was just doing this motion, and the right side of my eardrum was doing put, 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 put. I could hear that put, 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 that kind of flapping sound in my right ear, only in my right ear, as if the eardrum had become like loosened, and that thing is kind of flapping. That's not normal. So that has come from continuous use of directed energy weapons on my right side of my ear, because they want to tell me something, then I'm going to pull your eardrum. Like today they did pull my right side of my eardrum when I was there was I had made a chutney, and I don't know. So there was no problem with chutney. My father-in-law, he enjoyed it. My mother-in-law, she ate it. My hubby ate it. So what was the problem with the chutney? Okay, nothing. The only problem was we have a very small dining table, okay? And here my mother-in-law sits and here my father-in-law sits, but in the middle there's like a spoon, yeah, like all the silverware I have here. But there's so much other stuff. My mother-in-law is keeping here, and between my mother-in-law and my father-in-law, even a lot of other stuff is here. Where am I to put this stuff, right? So I placed chutney a little bit near to my mother-in-law, thinking that at least she can pass on to my father-in-law if he wants. But now he's getting up and getting that chutney, right? Like getting up like from his chair. But I was washing the dishes, right, in the meantime. But I just happened to notice it. So now they want to horn into it. So the moment I try to take that chutney out from the bowl and put it in a container to store it in the refrigerator, that is exactly when they gave me pull of my right eardrum. It is coming from directed energy weapons. This has been, and yeah, they have damaged my right eardrum, by the way. This has been going on in India for past 15 years. At least I'm getting attacked, tortured for many years now. Voice to Skull started in 2016. All these attacks are no touch, covert, and are remotely operated, and so leave the minimum evidence, thus making all available laws ineffective, powerless to help the targeted innocent civilians. The people targeted and subsequently tortured systematically are termed as targeted individuals. I'm telling you, they also call as chosen ones, star seeds. Like I go to here and see, I don't know where is this open, but let me go to right here. So they also call, they are doing Operation Stargazer, right? And we are also called star seeds and star kids. And they are continuously, look, the training also involved function and use of advanced weapons that subdue, immobilize, or terminate star visitors as ordered. The training also encompassed dealing with starseed and even star kids who have double handful of psychic and other paranormal abilities. Task force training involved how to evade, confuse, disassemble so as to throw off the starseeds reading of the special forces operative, how to counter their psychic abilities with countervailing psychic force, psychotronic, or other directed energy weapons devices, how to break them and super interrogate them. The broad implications of training like Task Force White Tail is that the cabal, it means the UFO cabal, the Illuminati cabal, the Luciferian cabal, the Satanist cabal, foresees and is actively planning for the day when the UFO cover-up falters, and it is necessary to round up starseeds who could cause the cabal trouble because we are from Jesus Christ bloodline or whatever, pure souls or whatever, and subdue any star visitors who are on the ground. Okay, let me go back to where I was, right here. Okay. So, All these attacks are no touch. Okay, there are several hundreds of TIs defending and fighting for justice in India and globally across many countries now. Total surveillance, mind reading, body mind control, dream manipulation. Haven't I been saying that they have been continuously giving me these virtual reality dreams? Or else, how can I cannot have a rape with my own father or my mother or my brother? They have done all of this with me. It's so disgusting and evil thing to even think. And yeah, Elon Musk, all these people, they are all evil and devil. And people praise these Elon Musk kind of figure like as if he's a god. Okay, he's a Baphomet. He was wearing the costume of Baphomet. He clearly displays that. Okay, in his Twitter profile. And he has said so many times about, summoning demon. Oh, AI is like summoning demon. And then his Twitter is changed to X and all that. Hollywood is entirely Satanist. Okay. And Hollywood, in fact, I was just watching this series called Maniac. And they were showing all of this mind reading technology. They are showing in the form of fiction, sci-fi. Watch The Unlisted. Oh, you got implants? Oh, now we can manipulate your brain. We can increase your fear. We can increase your strength. We can decrease your empathy level. We can have anger in you. We can have all. This is reality. This is what they do with us continuously. They have done induced sleep with me while I was driving my car and given us accidents. I could tell it was induced sleep. Go watch my Canada video. I've given all the details in there. This happened in May last year. Go watch that video to know all the details. So they've done dream manipulation using neuro weapons, remote neural monitoring module, RNM technology. Using these, harassers can view all the innermost thoughts of the targeted person on a screen. They are watching me on a screen. I've been telling you, when I was watching brain computer interface video for the first time, and immediately when I went to the dock, we have a boating dock here. There's a lake here that we have. Right across the lake, we have another neighborhood, and from there I could hear one fireworks, but with the sparkles. So anytime, like, I used to get a lot of these noise, like, for example, especially after dinner time when I used to come here, they used to do 1 bomb blast or 3 bomb blast, but it's just one boom to make issue about the food that I'd made, basically. Okay, then, so anytime it's sparkle, it means nice. Okay, so it was summertime. It was sun was up. It was bright daylight. It was around 5:36 p.m. that I went to the dock, went on the dock. And that is when I heard that sparkle kind of. So it was a confirmation that, yeah, the last video that you just heard about brain computer interface, that is exactly what we are doing with you. Okay. Using this, harassers can view all the innermost thoughts of the targeted person on a screen as clearly as one reads a newspaper. The eyes of the target becomes a live camera for the trackers. I've been telling you, they see what I see, they can hear what I say, they can read my thoughts, even subconscious thoughts, like the thoughts that are so, like, you do not even, like, it's not in your conscious, like you're about to form that thought, but I don't know, somehow they know the innermost thoughts. That's whatever the target view is recorded on the tracker's computer or viewed by the tracker's brains using a brain to computer interface, BCI, brain to brain interface. These satellite-based technologies result in gross bypassing of fundamental human rights such as personal privacy, health, safety, data security, family security. Pre-packaged dream sequence are routinely downloaded to TI's brains. I'm telling you, they give me all kind of dreams. Sometimes it's family members, friends, just weird dreams. But a lot of times, like I tell you, they give me these bizarre, weird, evil, disgusting dreams, a bit bathroom, loos, toilets, urine, and of course the sexual dreams that I just spoke about. They are routinely downloaded to TI's brains, and harassers interact with the victims while they are dreaming. Stressful traumas, shocks are also induced by artificial dreams completely wirelessly without any chip, implants, or electrodes. invisible physical harassment, directed energy weapons due. This is especially for Maui people. Any of our body parts can be targeted and attacked by these directed energy weapons. These weapons may use microwave, EMF, ELF waves and can cause a wide range of diseases including cancer, heart failure, kidney disease, vertigo, hand and leg paralysis, internal decay, memory loss, to name a few. And they have already done like heart, I told you in my previous videos, they have already done heart palpitations to me many times. Sometimes they do it in heart, sometimes in the middle of the chest, sometimes it's right side on the chest, but they've done it. They have given me vertigo. Just yesterday they gave me vertigo. They used to give me a lot of vertigos initially. They still do it, like for example, initially when my mother-in-law, like they moved with us, and then I was only cooking. I never let her cook anything. But the moment one day, like she wanted to cook her way, she was cooking, and then when I went to wash that particular utensil in which she cooked, they immediately gave me vertigo. So to tell me, oh look, your mother-in-law, how old she is and she's gonna have this vertigo, she will fall down, I don't know, something in that line, okay. And I don't know, they wanted to make issue, they made it. And by the way, she used to cook even when when they were in some other state before they moved with us. She always used to cook. Her husband, he always helped her out whenever she was cooking. And here she didn't have to cook anything. The baked beans were ready. All she had to do was stir fry her way. And now you see they're flickering the lights. I'm just gonna show you how they're flickering the lights. Come on, flicker. See, they're keeping on flickering. Look, I don't know, can you see that? They're flickering the lights right now, because with the electromagnetic pulse they can flicker the lights. You can see how they're flickering. This just started, it wasn't flickering before. So this is another way to tell me, to humiliate me. Look, they are continuously doing it. They're not stopping. Oh, by the way, they just gave me a twitch on the left side of my leg to even confirm it. This is the left side of my leg. I'm just cross my legs. This is the left side of my leg. See there. Oh, and by the way, when she used to do all this, cook something, they're just continuously flickering, right now. I told you how I showed you. They used to send helicopters right over my house. Oh, why you're letting her cook? Just like she had to just saute onions, tomatoes, and that's it, and just pour that beans in there. But the spices, she wanted to add whatever she wanted, her way, right? And the first time, they just had moved with us. How do I know what the way she was doing it, right? First time, I have to watch it, right? But you see how they are continuously humiliating me. Oh, look, she was cooking. Oh, here we're gonna flicker lights. Oh, we're gonna give you twitch on the left side of the leg. Oh, we're gonna send helicopters over on the top of your house. Oh, why? Oh, why is she cooking? Oh, we're gonna give you vertigo. Why is she cooking? No, she's not supposed to cook. It's okay for us to make her fall down and give her rib fracture. Okay? I've told you it. Go watch that Canada video. I told you. They made her fall down at night and she was given a rib fracture while we were in Canada. The entire trip, I only know how she sat in the car. And while she's in the car with that rib fracture, these people thought to give me induced sleep. Okay, all this was recorded in Gerald Sosby's website. He said that, oh, target is given induced sleep. Okay, everything is recorded. Now he went and deleted his website because he will get caught. So they gave me induced sleep, and because I was driving, we had a little minor accident, but it didn't. Thankfully, there was nobody, no cars that I hit. And then we were back on our, driving. And of course, my father-in-law, he took over because they immediately gave me induced sleep. And the way I was sleeping, I couldn't believe it. I never had that kind of sleep before in my life. I was feeling, my entire head was feeling so heavy. So you can get all this heaviness from directed energy weapons. Go watch the serial. It's the show called The Unlisted. It's an Australian thing, and they tell you there are two Indian boys, how they have implants and how the implants was acting and how they are getting all these headaches and everything, with directed energy weapons, EMF, microwave, ELF. You can get all these headaches. The amount of pressure I felt on my head was like, as if 8-10 tons of rocks have been placed on my head. That is not a normal headache. It's not normal. One can easily make out what is induced and what is normal. Any of our body parts can be targeted and attacked by these directed energy weapons. These weapons may use microwave, EMF, ELF waves and can cause a wide range of disease, including cancer, heart failure, vertigo, internal decay. Like I told you, they have already damaged my right eardrum. And God knows from the lot of shooting needle pains that they give in my uterus, in my right abdomen, in my heart palpitations, and lot of electric shocks that they've given on my head, and a lot of gray hair I started to notice immediately, like within last few years, which I never had, like this kind of amount of gray hair in all of this. You don't think so is being affected? And I heard that how once your cortisol level rises, it messes up a lot of your body system too at the same time. Who knows what all they have messed up. Oh, and by the way, you see that little bump? You see that little bump over here? That bump was given by these people. Immediate, so I was watching a movie in which it said, I like you, I love you, in that regards. Okay, so you see exactly what is this ring finger, and exactly in the bottom of the ring finger, they started to give me shooting pain, where I had to press that particular point with my thumb. So much pressure I had to give, but I gave it for like 10 seconds maybe, and then the pain was gone. But I noticed that when they did few times, this thing just got like risen, like I don't know what that is, kind of bone or something. So I know that was undirected energy weapon. Now that was part of witchcraft. So I have to like figure out what is witchcraft, which one is directed energy weapons or microwave weapons and all that, right? Okay, let's move on. So memory losses and all are at a touch of a button from anywhere, traceless, just by using the unique brain fingerprint or brain frequency of any victim anywhere. Also, many fatal heart attacks and palpitations that struck the victim when asleep may have been induced or catalyzed by these weapons. Now, you do hear people, young people dying everywhere, right? Or people saying they're dying from COVID vaccines. Are you sure they're dying from COVID vaccines? Because most of these people, they don't even know what is the induced palpitations and what is the normal palpitations. Unless and until you are targeted and there is a pattern that is being created, induced pattern that is created, then you'll know, okay, this is induced and this is normal. But if out of nowhere, if I'm to give you directed energy weapons and give you palpitations and make you die, and then the family members, they're not going to know, nobody's going to know, oh, he just died because of some heart attack or whatever, right? So these people are literally killing people around, and people not even realizing that. Disruptions of thought freedom by voice to skull, V2K technology. This patented technology is also known as microwave hearing, synthetic telepathy, voice of God weapon, and is being used for traceless mental harassment. Uses the harasser's beam in abusive voices directly into skulls of targeted individuals, bypassing their ears. Now, I told you, when I took my mother-in-law to a store here where they are doing hearing aid, like they do the testing, she's having problem in one of the ear, like she hears less, and also she told me that she has a very minute ear ringing kind of stuff for plus many years. It's since 8 to 10 years she's having that. So I'm like, okay, let me just take her to the hearing aid and let's see what the test results are and all that, right? Now, after the test results, the hearing aid was costing $1,600. So we took the papers and everything, we brought it home, and we wanted to show it to my hubby, what he wanted to say. And in the meantime, like my mother-in-law says that, no, she wants to go to India and, get the hearing aids from there. I'm like, okay. So it was her choice. See, my work was done when I took her to hearing aid center. So, oh, no, 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 you should spend this much money. Well, first of all, I'm not working. Now they are pulling my right eardrum. Okay, see, they immediately started to pull my right eardrum. You see? Right now, for 34 minutes that I recorded video, they were not pulling my right eardrum. But the moment I spoke about her, so now they want to hone into that thought and they immediately started pulling my right eardrum. Okay, so it's my hubby who is earning. Okay, it's up to those three people, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and my hubby, to figure out if he wants to buy or she wants to buy or whatever it is. So they came to a conclusion that she will get it from India because it's not as bad, and the hearing aid was not going to get rid of the ringing sound. It will help her hear louder. Now she can hear everything. We do all our normal conversations right now. She's watching TV. She can hear everything. Only thing, when somebody's little further away, then you need to talk little louder. But even if I'm in kitchen, she's sitting on dining table, she can hear very clearly. If she's upstairs and we are downstairs, like, she can hear it clearly. Okay, there's not as much of a problem. But like I said, the moment these people just need that one thing to hone into that, and then they will just continuously go on doing for humiliation and guilt and torture purpose. You see, and even today when I will post this video on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere, saying that how Billy Crone Pasta is a criminal, murderer, torturer, how FBI Gerald Sosby is murderer, criminal, torturer, how CIA Robert Duncan is a murderer, criminal, torturer, Barbara Hartwell is a criminal, murderer, torturer, so is Ramola Dharmraj a murderer, criminal and torturer, so is Suja Vijayan a murderer, criminal, torturer, so is Almas Jacob, and so is Ralph Smart, the diving deep infinite waters guy, and then the JW workout guy, and all of these people. And now they just started to give me little heart palpitations as I'm speaking. Okay, they just started to give me heart palpitations. Right, I'm gonna show you right here. Okay, right here they started to give me, like, it's the middle of my chest area, like little bit on the left side, but they just started doing it. So yeah. This is how they continuously do, because they know that when I'll post these videos to let people know what is going on in this world, and if you're still not gonna speak up for these directed energy weapons, okay, now they continuously giving me heart palpitations right here. They just started it, okay? After many days, they just started it. So if now they are just continuously, it's like in the rib they are doing, like, you know where the rib is, where the starting of the rib is, like right here, where this is like my center portion, right? You can see this V neck right here, and right here, like, they just started to give me right here. So yeah, so yeah, even if I'll post all these on Twitter, on YouTube, everywhere, people will choose not to speak up, and they will let continue these crimes. Nobody will be out there, because see, everything is controlled and compliant media. I showed you this article, right? In this article, they clearly tell you, this is again military article, okay? Who are these people? Satanic cults, UFO cults, directed energy technologies, neurocybernetics, psychotechnologies, multinational government contractors, experimental drugs, biotech, a controlled and compliant media, decentralized US government control. So they are even doing the government control is these very people, military people, and induced crime wave, okay? So this is how they do induced crime wave, and I told you how she was targeted and tortured. This is Ramola Dharmraj, the same lady who ignored me and my targeting, and she did not let me. This is a lady. She did not let me, talk about my targeting and torture. And in fact, she had a fake TI, like Gerald Sosby, come on her website and start to, just say all these stuff. In fact, he was a fake one. But yeah, they show you how exactly they do all these brain computer techno, and you just watch Maniac, okay? It's kind of little bit, they show you brain computer interface, okay? And how they do all these they try to read your thoughts, all your deep thoughts and all that thing. Okay, but a lot of it is in the form of sci-fi, so people don't realize all that. um, and I told you how she was tortured with all these neurocybernetics, and she also went and stabbed somebody because of lot of this pressure, torture, humiliation. I mean, how much a person is going to bear, right? Like I showed you, right, in real time they are continuously like messing up with, you know, the lights and the twitches that they give me. So anyways, they did same thing with Myron May, right, when they were giving me all these V2K technology. So anyways, I wanted to tell you one thing is very important here, that the voice to skull, I mean the ear ringing that they started doing. So they, what they did was, after my mother-in-law, she came home for continuous 2 months, 2 months continuous, I believe, they gave me these ear ringing, but only on the sometimes I feel mostly on the right side of the ear, but a lot of it on the both the ears. But then it was weird, like I was literally hearing in my entire cranium region, entire skull, directly into skull. Like, I mean, it's not normal. If a person is having tinnitus, then it's only in ears. You're not gonna hear in your skull everywhere. There was a episode about Jesse Ventura, who's a governor, who was a governor of Minnesota, and he made entire episode on targeted individuals. And he went to a person who was making these kind of devices, and he wore that device, and he clearly could hear the sounds in his skull, not in his ears, in his skull. Okay, he has made entire video on targeted individuals and these voice to skull technology. So this is not something just made up stuff, or we are not just assuming or imagining things. Okay, this is real torture that these people do. So you think that they cannot kill people in Maui for their agendas? Okay, I mean, you're stupid if you're thinking that. Harasses, interrupt, and censor the victim's normal thinking when traveling anywhere in society by beaming in abusive voices into the victim's head constantly, hence spoiling work task completion. Yeah, they've done this with me many times. Like, for example, today I had a batter, okay, and usually I had to put like this fruit salts in it, and then I wanted to put it on the plate. But I've continuously, because of this non-stop, they have given me so many electric shock today, the entire day. And of course, the tongue bite that they give, and then lot of this thing is just running in the back of my mind, all these things. Oh, I have to make a video. Oh, I have to now upload it on my YouTube. Oh, now I have to post it on Twitter and YouTube and here, there, right? That this is the only way people can know everything. So I don't know, I didn't put the fruits on, but what happened was, I think they didn't realize that initially. What happened was, there's a spice I have. So I was sprinkling a spice, but because I had worn gloves, I didn't use my hand. I took the spice with a fork, and I was kind of, tapping it so that it will fall. So in one place it fell a little bit, and so I was trying to like, remove a little bit and, kind of spread it. But it was batter, right? So it kind of stuck in there, but it wasn't a big deal. It was just a little spice in the sense like it had flavors, okay? It wasn't spicy, but it had some flavors in it. So anyway, so immediately they started to give me electric shock on the right side of my head. And then they gave me second electric shock. It was more intense. And then I'm like, but guess what? I mean, they still, I think, wanted to make issue about it. So I think when I went to wash that thing, they kind of tried to do it, but I'm like, it's not going to make much difference, right? But yeah, this is how they continuously mess up with our daily work. I told you how a normal person could be making a popcorn, right? Be two popcorn. There wouldn't be any centipedes, millipedes, and there wouldn't be any sphincters in your anus, right? So that's a normal person's life. But these people, this is how they continuously mess up. And then my hubby had to get up. He had to spray the insect. You see how much of the time wasting is done. And of course, now while they are watching movie, I have to come here. It's 44 minutes video already. And they took away my time with my hubby to watch movie or have a quality time with him. See, this is the extreme mental torture, harassment, humiliation, slavery programming for the greys and reptilians, because Montauk.net guy said that targeted individuals are targeted because a lot of our loose energy is going towards these greys and reptilians, whom they call aliens, who are nothing but jinn and demons, because alien is a lie. They tell you in the spelling, A-lie-N, a lie N, right? So it's a lie. Um, Harasses interrupt and censor the victim's normal thinking when traveling anywhere. Okay, victims also get wrongly labeled as mentally ill when reporting about this. Not many are aware about novel neuroelectromagnetic bioweapons and its capabilities. V2K is also used for deception, causing confusion by beaming voices inside skull in between talks when TI is talking to other people. Impersonation of voices of close persons. Whenever close persons are talking to TIs, these perpetrators intertwine their own voices along with the close person's voices by a technology named EEG heterodyning. Okay, since they have not given me V2K, I cannot talk about this as much, but I'm sure that other people who are experiencing all of this, right? They've just given me ear ringing, which I felt in my cranium, which now I know is not normal. So I know that they are beaming directly into the skulls. This is a fact. Total loss of privacy. I told you how they've done sexual seduction with me. They read my thoughts. They give me all these kind of dreams. They have my tongue bites, jaw bites, all of these at night time, right? Sleep paralysis, like only once, but yeah, they did give me. Surveillance is usually carried out first unannounced secretly for years without the targets ever being able to detect that their innermost details have been collected, stored, and that their own eyes themselves are made to act as cameras, giving the latest details about themselves and the places and the persons they visit. These devices are suspected to be authorized to access government satellites and are linked to supercomputers for data analysis and harvesting purpose. What are they harvesting? Energy. Victims have no privacy anywhere on the planet, bathrooms and bedrooms included. Harmful effects. The targeted people's physical health, hygiene, peace of mind, career, social credibility, family, friends, and other relationships. All these get seriously downgraded and systematically made to fade out via the above torture program. A primary goal in the slow kill, no touch, soft kill programs is to remove TIs from job workforce so that they are in range at home for longer time. So now they are giving me little pain in my anus, and I will see. I'm reading this, but I had a thought, because because I didn't have my dinner right now. I had to come here to make this, and usually I don't have dinner. I just have like 1.5 meals. So I was just feeling hungry, and so these people started to give me that pain in my anus. Oh, look, you ate a lot. You don't need to eat anything. So this is how they even try to stop me from eating. You see, I cannot go out. Oh, they just give me a twitch on the left side of my leg to confirm the same. So this is how they try. Henry Kissinger, Almas Jacob keeps saying about Henry Kissinger. He said that you control food, then only you control people. So this is how they are controlling me. It's all about food. Oh, how are you making? What are you making? What are you cooking? What are you not cooking? What are you eating? What are you not eating? Right? So it's total control they are gaining, and total humiliation, torture program they are doing through that. Okay. A primary goal of slow kill, no touch, soft kill programs is to remove TIs from job workforce so that they are in range at home for longer times to facilitate more testing. Now naturally I'm just a homemaker, okay? So these people, and yeah, I was noticing initially when I used to go to apply for jobs, people, like all these people, like they will not accept me. So I'm like, somebody's almost like telling them not to accept me, or if they were manipulated, if their minds were being manipulated by these archons or gene demons, whoever you want to call, okay? That could be the other thing. So whatever it was. So while I'm staying home, what these people were doing, Here, this is what they were doing. So that they are in range at home for longer times to facilitate more testing, refining of weapons, and for training more operators and neural programmers. Okay, so while they are testing and refining weapons, I told you this, sometimes they used to do higher intense, low intense, as if they are like gauging all their own weapons, like what is the intensity level, or sometimes like they are so they do something with me. I told you how they started to pull my right eardrum right now. So then they are seeing my mind, because they are reading all my brain waves and everything, right? In something they show the same thing in the Avatar Part 2 movie, right? There's this boy, he's made to sleep somewhere and the machine is like rotating and they are trying to torture him via that machine, and the group of scientists, they are trying to read his brain via this torture technique, but he's not developing this thought. It's the same thing when they try to torture me. The thought that I'm processing in my head, they are reading on some computer, okay, and then they act accordingly. So I told you, although I was reading this, I had another thought that I processed. They figured that out on the computer, and then immediately they started to give me poop, like pain in my anus, okay, right now. So you see how they're doing mind reading. So refining of weapon, okay, the combined impact of all these together, physical wounds, 24/7 psychotronic warfare, career systematically made to vanish, is devastating to TI, to say the least. Worldwide issue. Dr. John Hall, MD, doctor and author, USA, who has analyzed the above phenomena personally, called this a satellite terrorism and the greatest threat to humanity as a whole in the near future. In the near future. Now, people think that, oh, nothing is going to happen to us. No. When there will be a new world order, there will be a great reset coming in 2030. This is exactly what they are doing with us. We are like a prototype. This is exactly what they're going to do with each one of you who's not going to praise Antichrist. This is what Almas Jacob is saying, that these people are making all these technologies where they will have complete mind control, body control, total control over your body, over your mind. He has shown so many Davos conferences where this scientist, lady scientist, who literally said that, oh, we have a technology to read your brain and then we can even figure out what password your debit card has, because they are freaking reading your brain. I've been saying it. So if you think they're just doing with me, you think you're not affected, you think your family won't be affected in future, they are preparing their way for Antichrist. They are preparing their way, and they are targeting me. Okay, people are writing books on us, targeting our star seeds, because obviously we are not normal people. We are from Jesus Christ bloodline, or we are holy. I mean, not holy, but we are from what do you call pure souls. That's what I meant. Not holy. I'm not saying that. But that is what they have said. I told you in my yesterday's video. That's what they say. I'm not saying anything. But when they are working with witchcraft, jinn, demons, they are summoning all these, Satan, Lucifer, jinn and demons, they know each soul. And so they know which one is holy, which one is pure, which one is, bad, or whatever it is. And this is how, and that is why CIA guy goes to write Soul Catcher. Why CIA after catching souls? Okay? So this is how they want to read our mind, our subconscious brain, every single thing. Okay? And as according to Thomas R. Horn, who has written this book, Zeitgeist 425, you can see this Illuminati symbol right here, which is even on your $1. People not even realizing that your seal itself tells you that they are preparing for the second coming of its cherished new gods in their new world order. And what is this cherished new gods? It's their new god is Lucifer, but the cherished new person is going to be the Antichrist. Okay? And he talks about all the secrets of the Great Seal in this book. So when they want to have great reset, they want to have complete control over you. When they're going to have this social credit system, just like in China, you won't be allowed to eat, drink, whatever you like, or go somewhere wherever you want. Like, they're building 15-minute cities for a reason, right? So they're gonna have complete control of over what you do, what you don't do, and they're gonna hit you even with directed energy weapons if you're not gonna speak up. So I just wanted to warn you. Whatever you guys want to do then later. So when I'm dealing with somebody, and if people, for example, I went to this doctor and she thought that, oh, there's a complete privacy, nobody's listening to us. But these people don't know that these very military people, who are Freemasonic people, who are Illuminati people, who are Luciferian people, who are Satanist people, they have developed all this technology to remote view anybody, anytime, anywhere. And I heard from Billy Crone Pastor that when they do witchcraft, they can see somebody in a mirror, like they can remote view somebody in a mirror. Okay, that could be other part too. The way they are watching, because sometimes I know that my mother-in-law or father-in-law or my hubby who's upstairs, they are away from me, they'll do something, and these people want to synchronize something related to that. Okay, so if they are just using my eyes as camera, then how did they know that what they were doing upstairs? So obviously it's not just me, it's everybody. None of you have your own privacy. Yeah, then they just not targeting you for these little minor things, so you're not realizing it. But yeah, they have the technology to do it on anyone and anybody.